Hey guys, so I'm finally doing another true crime video. Sorry about the past couple weeks of not much content, but ooh, you're about to shed. Oh yeah, boy. Oh, cool. Sorry, I just realized my new pet here is shedding, and I just saw where the rest of the skin is in the tank, and I'm really excited about that. So if you notice this on my hand, my pet's still doing pretty good. So this video was requested by Jason G. Thank you, Jason, for the request. And this is a story of the death of Erik Stirling Cross. And it's something that is still unsolved to this day. So when I requested the police report for this, they originally contacted me and said that they could get me a copy, but there was so much paperwork that it would be over $500 to get all the copies of it, because you have to pay for copies. And when I called them back to say, okay, well, you know, let's see what little information I'll need, because I obviously don't need $500 worth of paperwork, the woman corrected herself and said, actually, it's an open case right now, so I'm unable to provide you with the police report. So I do not have the police report on this. A lot of the information that I gathered, I found from a website that is actually run by his sister to this day. And I'll link that website as well as all my source information below, as usual, in the description. His sister Jackie posted this on the website, and she said it was the last family photo that was taken, and it was taken on Easter of 1983. So our story begins on June 26th of 1983 in Vicksburg, Michigan, where the body of Erik Cross, who was 16 years old at the time of his death, was found lying dead on the side of the road outside of his home by his father early that morning. Now, Erik's family believes that he decided to go to a party thrown by one of his friends that night at a lake house where he drank beer supposedly for hours, according to police. Police stated that Erik was seen leaving the party around 1 a.m. and stumbling down a road towards his home, which was less than a mile from the party house. Another witness told police that they saw Erik walk past a gas station and a general store just several hundred yards from his home around 1:30 in the morning. And they also reported that they had noticed 3 different cars parked there at the gas station and the general store. Now, Erik's parents say that they heard a car with a loud muffler turning in their driveway around 5 to 5:30ish in the morning. Erik's father went outside to pick up the newspaper, and that's where he found Erik's body. Now, initially, it was believed to have just been a hit and run, but his family believed very different and urged police to keep digging and find out what exactly happened to Erik. According to police, their belief is that a group of teenagers in one of the cars that was parked at the gas station drove past the front of Erik's house and saw him. One theory was that they had taken Erik hood surfing, which is to say that he had been tied down to the hood of their car while they swerved sharply down the road, and that he fell off and was run over. But after a few weeks of investigating, police soon believed that a hit and run was not the case. It became clear to police at that time that this was not an accident, that the murder was somehow intentional. They stated that Erik was badly injured with contusions, deep abrasions, and he had rope burns visible on his skin. He had leg fractures, and he had a large gaping laceration in the middle of his lower back. This led police to believe that he had been tied to a car and dragged down the street by it. They believe he was run over to make it look like it was a hit and run fatality, but that his body had been dragged on the road for hundreds of yards and then dumped on the lawn of his home. Now, according to police as well, many pointed the finger at a repeated town bully named Brent Spalding as the ringleader and the driver of the car. They also stated that Brent's girlfriend at the time, Amber Thomas, was also a prime suspect. They believe that she may have been in the car, or at least present during the time of the incident. They said that Amber was also at the lake house party drinking and was said to have been flirting with Erik. leading police to wonder if Brent's jealousy may have been the motive for the murder. Brent had already had a bad rap around the town, basically, and according to a witness, he was shoving and pushing Erik at the party, I guess because of Amber flirting with him, or maybe him flirting with Amber. Police reports also stated that one witness said Brent believed himself to be the devil and called himself Lucifer, and was sent to a mental institution after the death of Erik Cross. Brent's car mysteriously vanished after this night, and police never located it. At least one witness stated that Brent actually confessed to killing Erik. However, this wasn't like on tape or, you know, like an actual police confession. But obviously Brent had reason to be concerned that he would be arrested for this crime. It was in early 2016 when the police decided to reopen this case and look into it even further, which would have been around the time of Erik's 49th birthday. According to police, there is some new information that was found that really led to a huge break in information on the case and what happened that night. But obviously that information has not been released to the public because they don't want it to be, you know, tainted or rumored or anything like that. They want this information to be sort of close to the chest so that they can use it in their prosecution. The target does remain that group of teenagers in the car that was believed to have dragged Erik, including Brent and his girlfriend Amber. They stated that since the incident, he has had numerous issues, including substance abuse. They said that he's been in and out of county jail ever since and was there just a couple of months ago. Now this was back in 2016, serving a sentence. Now Amber is now married with children, and reporters have tried to speak to her. One report specifically that again will be linked to my sources below, they tried to reach out to her and she would not respond with a comment. Now in December of 2016, Brent was actually back in court on unrelated issues. He was charged with being drunk and disorderly and trespassing, again in an unrelated case. He was also previously sentenced on November 7th of 2016 to serve 5 months in jail on a domestic violence charge stemming from a June incident. Now, if you go to the Facebook page, Justice for Erik Cross, you'll see a lot of this information, and as well as the Blogspot page by his sister. Those are both run by Jackie. Some graduates from Western Michigan University made a 30-minute documentary titled Justice for Erik, and it focused on his death and the investigation. It featured interviews with the detectives and with his sister, and that brought a lot of attention back to the case as well. So hopefully we will see some justice really soon and get a clearer story of what happened that night, because it's been over 35 years at this point, and I hate to think that his family is just still suffering with the unknown of what happened to him. In my opinion, I do think the whole thing of Brent dragging him by the car sounds the most plausible to me. I don't know whether that was because of him and Amber allegedly flirting at the party previously. It could have been over anything. It could have been over nothing, honestly, if Brent had severe mental issues, or it could have been maybe just some other fight or some stupid drunken choices by some teenage kids that night. But whatever happened, Brent does seem to have lived a life sort of tainted by bad decisions, so I can't help but suspect that he had something to do with this, and it sort of set him off on a really bad path for the rest of his life. But again, I really am looking forward to this being done and over with, and I know his sister stated the same thing, because she really just wants to be able to move on with her life and know what happened to her brother. So that's all I have for today. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more true crime, please subscribe. I upload new videos every Wednesday. If you have any requests or suggestions of videos you would like to see, true crime or otherwise, please comment those below. And other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.